What's going on, traders? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Omar, aka Dallas Wolf FX. You already know what's up. Hope you guys had an amazing weekend and hope you guys are looking for this bright week ahead. It's a bright week for trading. It's a bright week in general, so let's keep this positive vibes going, y'all. Really quickly before I get started in this video, you already know I want to thank every single one of my subscribers. You guys rock it. You guys are amazing. I'm feeling the love. I'm feeling the support from the bottom of my heart. I want to thank every single one of you, and as well as everybody that's tuning into these videos. If you're new to the channel and you like my videos, be sure to hit that like button down below, and before you leave, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you want to stay tuned on the future videos, just hit that notification button. That way it can alert you for all the new and upcoming videos that I'm going to be posted. So without further ado, let's get started on this video. Alright, y'all, hope you guys enjoyed that little intro. You know, took me a couple takes to actually make. I was feeling kind of nervous, definitely feeling the pressure, but definitely feeling the love as well. So without further ado, let's get started with this tutorial. If you guys can go to your Google, just type in TradingView. I already have it here for you guys. Be the first link, just click TradingView, and this is the online platform, guys. This is an online trading platform that you guys can use. TradingView does not have my broker Trader's Way. Like, I can't sign in with Trader's Way and actually execute orders on here. But I like to use TradingView because it has multiple tools that MetaTrader 4 does not have, and it makes it a lot more easier for me to, you know, see what's going on with the markets with some of these tools, right? And it also helps me anticipate the market even better using some of these tools, and I'm going to show you guys what exactly I'm talking about. So whenever you open up TradingView, I'm already signed in, but I'm going to sign out for you guys so you can see how it looks. So whenever you go to TradingView, you know, you hit the link, you get prompted with the page. This is the first thing you're going to see, right? You can still use it without signing, but it is going to restrict you from a couple things, you know, but it's better to hit this button here and just join. It's completely free. There is a premium version of this online platform that allows you to do other things that you can't do on the you know, regular online platform. But I'm gonna go ahead and sign in for the sake of this video. Just bear with me. Oops. By the way, if you guys haven't checked out my previous video on how to use MetaTrader 4, I strongly recommend that you check that video out, guys. Alright, so we're here. So basically, this section of the platform here is just, you know, ideas from all over the world, all kinds of traders. You know, it shows you basically what other people are seeing, Bitcoin, you know, all kinds of cryptocurrency, stocks as well. You know, they give you your ideas. You can also post your own ideas once you sign up for the platform. You can put your own ideas, you know, put your own markups and show people how you get down, you feel me? So right here we have markets, we have currency, stocks, indices, we have futures, bonds, and CFDs. But I'm a Forex trader, so all I worry about is just currencies. Then you got major, minor, exotics, you know, you got all kinds of currencies from all over the world. I focus on majors, minors, and exotics pretty much. I don't do anything else, you know. But let's just get down to the actual platform. I don't want to get into too much of this stuff, trying to save time here for you. So let's just search up, let's do USD Swiss franc. So you just oh, by the way, right here on the search bar, let me go back. Right here in the search bar, that's where you pretty much look up anything, like all your currency pairs, your stocks, your CFDs, your indices, all that stuff. So if you're looking for something, just type it in the search bar like I just did. We'll go ahead and you'll be prompted up with this page. Every time you type in a certain currency pair, it's gonna show you the currency pair. It's gonna show you the current price, you know, the current percentage it's gaining or it's losing, previous open, you know, previous price open. You got the volume, the days range right here. Overview is pretty much this, all this right here, this chart. If you scroll down, you'll see people that are posting or that follow this certain currency pair. You can also follow them by hitting any of these buttons here, and you'll be able to see what they got going on with the currency pair. Right here to your left, you'll see some of the trade ideas that they're posting. Like for example, this guy here, you know, he posted this about 16 hours ago. He's got like 441 people already checking it out, and it looks like a pretty simple, pretty clean setup that he's got going on for USD Swiss franc. Right here to your right shows you the technicals, how strong the currency pair is, shows you the profile, it tells you a little bit something about the currency pair. And you got related symbols somewhere right here, and so on, right? But we're not going to get too much into that. We want to know how to use the platform. That's what this video is about. So if you want to follow the currency pair, just click this button here, and this one right here is going to give you notifications, right? As far as like when it hits a certain price that you want to know, when it hits a certain level, you know, when something's happening and you want to know about it, just hit this, set the alert, and it will notify you. Whenever you want to get to the chart, the actual chart, just hit full feature chart. It's going to open up a new window pane for you, and it's going to look something like this. Now I have the dark theme set up, so you know my background is dark. I got red and green candlesticks, simple. You know, I don't really like to do much, you know, change all the colors and do all that stuff. I'm gonna clear this chart out for you guys. As you can see, I have previous analysis that I was doing on here. Go to object tree and just exit from everything. All right. So to this right, this area right here is pretty much gonna be like your watch list. You got your watch list, which shows you, you know, the currency pairs that you want to look at. I really use this platform just to do analysis. Like I said, it's not something that I use a lot. Trading Forex is what I use 80 to 90% of the time, and the rest of the time I use this for the extra tools that TradingView provides. Right here you have details as far as a certain currency pair that you're looking at. You know, simple bid and ask price. You know, got current price, the percentage. Right down here shows you the headlines, so pretty much like the news and like stuff that's going on with a certain currency pair, as well as other currency pairs that, you know, you might be interested in. You have your data window. This pretty much shows you the data as far as the current bar. You know, we're on the 4-hour time frame, so this is showing us the current information for this current bar that's open. You got your open, your high, your low, your close, and the change in percentage, right? If you hit that little button, it's going to go away. So if you don't see your chart, just go over here, click the little I button, and it'll pop right back up. We have right here is pretty much your hot list, right? You can customize this to however you want. Like I said, I don't worry about this. I'm just worried about the actual platform and the tools that I'm able to use. We have a calendar here. This is where the news, this is where we have news. It tells us what news are coming out, what news is coming out for certain pairs. You know, you have the yen, you have Swiss franc, you have, you know, the pound, all that good stuff. I'm not too much of a fundamental trader. I do like to, you know, look at news every once in a while just to see what's gonna, like, what kind of impact it may have on the currency pair, because it is good to you know, keep your eye on it, but you don't have to trade news all the time. You know, if news is gonna come out and it's like a red folder, you know, big flag, you might want to stay out of that market because it might have a huge spike. You might have a sell position in place, and then news comes out and it's super positive and it drives price up. and boom, you don't have a stop loss, you're losing, you know, and you don't want to make that mistake. So just be aware of that. And then right here it tells you, you know, February 4th, it tells you pretty much other stuff that's, you know, news related. The idea icon right here shows you ideas from other traders, of course. Shows you your ideas as well. So these are all my ideas, previous ideas. The public chat, your public chat icon. So if you want to talk about something, you got people online posting, you know, posting stuff of all kinds of trades, of all kinds of currency pairs. If you got something, you know, you got a question or something, you want to reach out to somebody, just put right here, just put, you know, something. You know, let's just do something. So, and then it'll post it. You know, somebody wants to reply, they'll reply to you. If not, you know, oh baby. I don't have any private messages. I don't really use this little area here at all. You know, but if you have buddies that use TradingView and you guys want to be communicating with each other, just set up a private message. You know, send them the link. They'll hop in. You'll be able to see them right here. You'll be able to talk to them while you're looking at this. But who does that? You know, you have Zoom. You have all these other things that you can hop on and actually talk to them while you're trading. You know, it's kind of old school for me. You have the idea stream once again. This one here is actually your ideas, your actual ideas that you post, right? And you want other people to see. This one here is ideas from other people, right? So earlier when I said this was ideas from, you know, other people, I kind of missaid that. This is not ideas from other people. These are your ideas. This one here is the one for other people's ideas. So, you know, you see UJ sell opportunities from this guy, showing you what he's looking at on UJ, so on and so forth. We have the notifications right here. So when you post ideas and people like it, or they comment, or, you know, do stuff with your ideas, you'll be able to see it right here, and as well as other people. And this one's not too much. Well, you know, like I said, Trader's Way is not incorporated with TradingView, so I can't connect my broker to TradingView. So that means that I can't actually, you know, hit the buy or the sell and actually execute from this platform. But if you do have a broker that is incorporated to TradingView, you can definitely connect to it by, you know, going to one of these. Oanda is a big one. I know a lot of people who have Oanda and they have it connected straight to TradingView, and they use this platform 100% of the time. And this is where they execute. This is where they do their analysis. This is where they post their ideas. So they're mainly on here. But these are some of the brokers that actually they're incorporated with TradingView and you can use. And it actually makes it a lot simpler if you're on this platform and you have one of these brokers. It makes it super easy for you to, you know, to trade and execute orders and manage them and everything. This one here is price, just price from USD Chef. You know, this is where you would buy the market, sell the market, you know, do all that stuff. Let's close this out. All right. So if you guys, let's say we're on USD Chef right now, right? And then you already did your analysis. You want to check out another pair. Instead of going back to the home page and typing it here, you can just simply click this here and go to your other currency pair. So let's just say USD JPY. Oh look, we got ideas. Previous failed analysis. Just close all that out. So it's pretty simple. You know, let's go back to USD Swiss franc. You know, just pretty much. Where it has this number here, this is your time interval. This is where your time frames are located. So if you want to have, you want to go to the daily, you know, just click here click the daily, weekly, you know, you got 4 hours. TradingView has 3 hours and it has 2 hours. I know MetaTrader 4 doesn't have these, and it doesn't have the 45-minute as well, or the 3-minute. Pretty much just has 30-minute, 15-minute, 5-minute, and 1-minute. So that's a little bit different than MetaTrader 4. So now you're starting to see some of the things that TradingView actually has for you that MetaTrader 4 does not have. But like I said, I use TradingView just, you know, I'd say 10% of the time just for the extra tools, and sometimes for the extra time frames that, you know, it has for you. If you want to change from candlesticks and you want to go to, you know, maybe hollow candles, you know, Fibonacci, you want to go to your line, this is where you would click and it would change the way your chart actually looks. Let me zoom in for you, right? So you see how we're in the bar. We're in the bar chart right here. You want to go to candles, just click candles and it's going to change for you. Hollow candles, you can see the body, the inside of the body is just hollow for the bullish candles. You can always change the colors, you can always change the outline, you can always do that, just like you can do in MetaTrader 4. By going right clicking anywhere on the screen, go into color theme, and you can change right here. We'll go to light. That's pretty bright. Go back to dark. Go to settings. And right here in settings, you can change, you know, the color of the candlesticks, the wick of the candlesticks. If you're an intraday trader, you have to purchase TradingView. This is the part where I'm telling you guys that you have to go premium with them. You have to pay a subscription of $12.95 per month. They do give you a 30-day free trial. I do recommend you guys try it out just to see the difference. I myself, I don't worry about that too much. We got status, we got scales, appearance, pretty much everything that has to do with the platform itself you can change right here in the settings. Just hit cancel. Let's go back. Oh, that kind of changed for me. Let's go to Fibonacci, try that out, so just so you can see. And pretty much like I showed in my my MetaTrader 4 video, Fibonacci is an indicator on MetaTrader 4, but they have it here for you on the on this little toolbar here, so you can just change between candles, bars, hollow candles, Fibonacci. You have your line chart. Pretty simple. You can compare symbols. That's another thing that MetaTrader 4 does not have. If you want to add a symbol and compare it to this one here, it's gonna pop it up. Let me go back to candles. It's gonna pop it up within the same chart here. So let's say you want to compare USD chip to let's say USD CAD. Just type it in. You can click any one of these. It's different because they're different brokers, and these are the brokers that TradingView provides for you. So let's just choose FXCM, and it'll pop it up in the line chart just like that. So you'll see the difference. You're comparing two charts within this same platform. So that's it's kind of cool because MetaTrader 4 doesn't let you do that. But let's just go ahead and remove. Just hit remove. So just like MetaTrader 4, you have your price to the right, you have your time down here below, you have the dates, the year, the days of the month, days, you know, on the 3-hour chart. Let's go to the daily. Right, so you have your months, February, March, so on and so forth. Pretty simple. Now, as far as indicators, TradingView has a ton. It has a lot of indicators, more than what MetaTrader 4 can give you. But you can always add indicators to MetaTrader 4, so that's no biggie. You have a public library where you could search up indicators from other people that they put on here. Scripts, I'm not getting into that because I don't use them. Volume profile, you have to go pro. You have to go pro to be able to see all this stuff. So I won't be able to show you, but if you do sign up for pro, take this video as a reference, go pro, and you'll be able to see more in depth. We got financials, pretty much, you know, your net income, your gross profit, you know, all that good stuff. You got cash flow, you got your balance sheet, you got your ratios. Let's do price scale ratios, and it'll pop it up like an indicator. It's kind of weird, then doesn't show it. Maybe you need pro for that. And your templates, this is where you can save your indicator templates, or like, let's say I have 2-3 indicators on here and I want to save it. Just go to template, save indicator template, and just put a name, hit save, and it'll save it for you, and then it'll pop it up somewhere up here, and you'll be able to go back to it whenever you want. If you want to set an alert, let's say you want to know when price is at, let's say 97,400, you would put crossing, you put the value, which is, let's say 96 or 9400, 97,400, and then just hit only once. If you want to know every time it passes this level, obviously you're going to click every time, but we're just going to do it only once for now. Just hit create, and it's going to be right here. So as soon as price comes to this point and it passes it or touches it, it'll pop up an alert, and you'll be notified to, hey, you know, go look at the chart. Prices where you wanted to go back and look at, and that's pretty much it. Let's delete it. Yes. Let's say you want to add an indicator. Just hit indicators. I got my favorites under RSI. You guys know I already said it on the previous video. I only use RSI and maybe two moving averages, EMAs, nothing more. You don't really need that much indicators to trade. I recommend that you look at charts like this, just pure price action, just raw candles. So we put indicators, put built-ins, and let's say you want to do moving average. You just go to find the moving average selection. Once you click it, it'll pop it up right here. Click this little arrow and you'll be able to change the settings. Let's say you want to color it red and you want to change the value. Let's go right there and just put, let's do a 50 period. You want to do close and just hit OK. And there you have it. Now you have a 50 period EMA or moving average. Let's say you want to delete it, just click X. It goes away really quick. Let's do, never tried divergence indicator, but let's do a MACD. Just hit the MACD and it'll pop it up like an RSI, and anything else is going to pop it up down here. You can also change the values, like I said, by hitting the settings, putting your own inputs, changing your own styles, your own colors. Just hit OK. If you don't want to see it, just hit that little button. But it takes up space. So I recommend just taking it off. So that's that for this general area. Other than these, take a snapshot, pretty simple, and then just, you know, save image, and there you have it. You have your settings, goes back again to changing the candlestick colors and all the other stuff. Rescale makes it your whole screen. If you do click that by accident, just push the escape key and it'll send you back to the normal. Now this is the fun part. This is where you got all your tools. This is where you have all the tools. So obviously you have your cursor, your cross right here. You have your dot. And you have an eraser for if you decide to, do some markups and you want to delete it. Wait. Go back to cross. Click this here. Hit delete. So pretty simple for this little tab here. This is where you have your trend lines, you have your horizontal line, your horizontal ray. This is one that MetaTrader 4 doesn't have, but I like to use because it's a horizontal, it's like a half horizontal line. It just rays to the right. So instead of clicking a horizontal line and having it go all the way from left to right like this, it just goes from right to left from wherever you click it. Go to the 4-hour chart. It's pretty simple, guys. Pretty simple tutorial. I got your vertical lines. You got your cross lines. You got your rays, trend line rays. That. You have your parallel channel. This is a good one that I like to use. You just draw like you would draw your trend line, your 3 points, and just go up. And it highlights the in between. It shows you the 50%. Highlights everything inside of the channel. You got your top of the channel, below your channel, 50% of your channel. Then you got this one here. It's pretty much like sometimes you have a channel that's not quite perfect. So let's say you have this small channel here, but you see that the bottom connects, but the top doesn't. In this case, it's backwards. So let's say you want to do it like that. I'm just gonna keep doing it. Never mind. I don't really use this tool that much though. Here's regression, standard regression, trend. Pretty much just does it for you. Oops. Trying to delete things for you. There we go. Alright, so that's basically it for this. Let's just leave it at trend line. You guys should know how to use trend lines anyways. Pretty easy. And then this is where you have your Fibonacci's. I don't use most of this stuff. I only use Fibonacci, the fib channel. That's pretty much it. All this other stuff I don't even mess with, but you're more than welcome to try it out yourself. If you do have the knowledge and you do know how to use these tools, then go for it. Incorporate it to your strategy. This is where you have your brush. I used it earlier. If you want to draw something, let's say you're doing a markup, or you're talking to somebody, you're talking to your friends, your colleagues, and you're pretty much plan it out, and you're like, okay, you see, this double bottom here. We're expecting price to, we're anticipating price to come back and test these highs up here. You can just draw stuff. Get creative with your charts, We have a rectangle for zones. This is what I like to use for drawing out my zones. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. Then you have your rotated rectangle. Pretty much the same kind of stuff there. What? I was just messing with y'all. Alright. You got your ellipse, your triangle, your curve, double curve. I don't use that stuff. You guys probably don't need to use that stuff either, but like I said, you're more than welcome to try it out. This is where you have your text. So if you're doing markups and you want to post an idea, this is where you would come to, pretty much put your explanation. Go into the body, type in what you have to say. Just like that. Which, by the way, I hope you guys are having a great day. And you have other little tools, little arrows, simple stuff, guys. This is where it gets a little bit more technical, I would say. So let's say you do notice a head and shoulders pattern in the market, and you don't want to use trend lines to draw it out and click it. This is where it gets a little bit easier. So you would just find your pattern. In this case, we have to look for one. Let's see if we can find a head and shoulders. See a lot of inverted. That's a good one. Alright, so let's say we see this head and shoulders pattern right here, and you want to actually draw it out. You just draw it here. You got your left shoulder, got your head, you got your right shoulder, and then continuation. So we draw it out just like that for you guys. You can also change the colors as well. Just go anywhere in this, choose your colors. So green, yellow. This right here is going to change the opacity. So like if you want it transparent, just drag it all the way to the right. If you want full color, just drag it all the way to the left. Let's go ahead and delete that. Let's say you're a harmonics trader and you're very familiar with harmonic patterns. You got everything down. You got your bullish bat, your sharp patterns, your butterfly patterns, all that stuff. And you notice something in the market. You notice something in the market, and you want to draw it out, and you want to not predict, but you want to anticipate that something's going to happen. You would just use this tool just like that and draw your cipher. And then wait, put your targets, your take profit targets, your stop loss, all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and delete that. You got your ABCD pattern. Let's find a perfect ABC. I don't really like this chart, it's too choppy. Let's go to the pound US dollar. We have a nice ABC pattern that happened recently, this past week. So just click your ABC pattern. Go A, B, C, D. And this is how it'll pop up for you guys. It'll actually show you the values here of the actual tree. Go ahead and delete that. You got your Elliott wave. So we got our X to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, and then after 5 we got our ABC correction. Right, I'm not going to get into too much into that either. So yeah, this is where you have all your ciphers. You got your head and shoulders, your three drives pattern. So basically this little area has tools where it shows you the actual patterns that you're looking at. You don't have to manually draw them out, it does it for you. This is the tool that I like right here. It's got your price range, your date range, your long positioning tool, your short positioning tool, and your forecast, and as well as has your bars pattern, so you can like use the bars pattern to pretty much copy this move here. And let's say you're anticipating the market to make the same move over here, you would just do it like that and just leave it there. You know, so if it were to happen and you put this tool here and you're like, you know, I'm gonna check back a couple of days and see what the market is doing, and you see the difference and you see prices actually following this pattern, you can actually take positions, you know, use your risk to reward correctly and make some bank. You have your long position tool where pretty much you're anticipating the market to go long. So let's say this move hadn't happened yet, right? And you're noticing that price is coming to a demand zone. It's coming to this demand zone here, and you want to take long positions, right? So you would take your tool, you would set it somewhere in your area of comfort, place your stop loss, put your take profit, and it'll show you the actual amount that you're going to win. It's going to show you your risk to reward, the percentage, all that good stuff, as well as the short positioning tool. Basically the same thing, but going short. So let's say you were taking shorts at the beginning of this week's market. You're taking shorts back to this demand. Basically you do that and it highlights it for you. So if you're in profit, it's going to start highlighting it for you, and it shows you, you know, your progress. Like I said, it shows you your pips, shows you your ratio, the amount that you're winning, the percentage that you're winning, and all that stuff. This is the price range. So if you want to see how many pips, oops, let's just draw that again. Alright, so if you want to see how many pips it's moved the range from a certain area, so let's say you have your top zone up here, have your bottom zone, and you want to find out how many pips is within this range, just go to your range tool and just drag it up, and it's going to show you 219 pip range right here. Same thing for sells. Take it, just go the opposite way. Same thing. Your data range, your date range, it's basically the same thing, just showing you the date. You know, it shows you the bars, how many days, how many hours. So let's say you were trading, you wanted to trade this pair from February 20th till that's the beginning of February. So the 4th of February, from today to the 19th, right? You just highlight that general area. It's going to show you how many bars are expected to be within this area. So 64 bars, calculated time 14 days, as well as hours 16 hours. This little area here is basically all these tools, like just random tools, random icons, Apple icon, squares, circles, arrows, stop signs, all that stuff. I don't even use it, so let's not worry about that too much. basically the same tool as your date range. Just measures the bars, how many bars, actual percentage, days, and the hours as well. If you want to zoom in, this is how you do it. Let's say you want to zoom in a specific area. Let's say you want to zoom into this area here. Just click that little zoom button, highlight that area, and there you have it. Zooms you right in. If you want to zoom out, just hit that button. Pretty simple, guys, pretty simple. Nothing major, you know, you don't have to complicate stuff. Got your magnet. So like, let's say you're using a trend line and you want it to attach itself to the closest open, high, low close of that trend line. You just click this, go to your, click it, go to your trend line, and then just draw it. You see how it was moving out weird? It's attaching itself to the closest open, high, low close of each point. Let's go ahead and remove that. You can choose the strength too, so if you want a weak magnet, just highlight weak magnet. If you want a strong magnet, just same thing, click the strong magnet. This one locks all the tools, everything that's on your chart. So if you have a markup and you don't want it to mess up, let's say you're doing this, you're doing that, you know, and you don't want it to mess up and move, just click the lock and it's gonna lock everything for you. You see, I can't move my zones. Just see what I'm saying? So let's say you're trying to get somewhere in the chart and you accidentally click one of your tools and you move it and you're like, damn, like I just messed up my markup. You can always go back and draw it again, obviously, but you know, if you want to avoid that, just click your lock button. It locks it up for you, just like that. And then this is just hiding all your tools, everything. Makes it to a clean chart once again. Of course, you got your trash, you know, deletes everything. All your indicators, all your drawings, and same thing, all your drawings and indicators. But yeah, guys, down here at the bottom we have our strategy tester, trading panel, pine editor, text notes, and our stock screener. So if you wanted to do you know, backtest a strategy that you either developed or you have from somebody, you just go to this strategy tester here, choose one of the indicators, one of the strategies here, just click it, it's gonna pop it up, close this window. I have no data because I don't even use this indicator, so that's basically it, man. Basically it, guys. This is where you would go. You go back, choose your speed. Yeah, so this was just a quick little tutorial on how to use some of the tools on TradingView. Not a complete in-depth tutorial because I don't have Pro on TradingView, so I wouldn't be able to show you exactly everything. Plus, that would take so much time, and I'm trying to keep this video as short as possible for you guys, just so that you can understand the basics on how to use TradingView. That was pretty much it, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video and saw it as informational and you learned stuff from it, do me a favor, hit that like button, and before you leave, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.